Okay everybody, so here is the next little update. If you go back a couple videos, I bought a Stow & Show license plate bracket and I installed it, as did Riley right after me. We both love it, and the one thing that we all kept talking about was the pull pin. And let me tell you something about Stow & Show's customer service, alright? Like I mentioned once in the video before, they are a family business and they're awesome. So they commented on my YouTube video and said, you know, reach out to them and they'll basically set us up with some black pull ring. I can't grab that. So here is their updated part. It is a black pull ring and it's a smaller ring, so it's more discreet. Now I'm gonna install this right after I'm done showing you what else they sent me, but so far awesome. I'm excited. They sent me a cool little sticker as well. So they also sent me a cool little pen, and anybody that knows me knows I'm a pen fanatic, and this one feels really cool and looks cool, and I don't know if this was on purpose or not, but the colors kind of match the car. They also sent a cool little flashlight LED type thing. It's very hard to focus when, there we go, and it's pretty bright actually. I'm pretty impressed with this little thing. They also sent a cool little pocket knife, which I'm impressed with too because I like knives. It's got a little corkscrew. It's got a nice little blade. I'll probably make that a lot sharper. You know, bottle opener, can opener, all these things. You know, everything's pretty cool. I'm excited. Don't cut your fingers off, Charlie. I'm excited, and we got a t-shirt. Now, this is awesome, okay? My fiance already called dibs on this, but that's the front, and red, white, and blue, America. And here's the back, which, this is awesome. This is an awesome little thing that they did here. And to top it all off, we got a hat as well. And it's very cushy. It's nice. My fiance called dibs on these things. And, you know, a handwritten letter. And I'm just pumped. Honestly, customer service is very big. If you go back a couple videos, I had, you know, experiences. I got stories for days with some of these companies, but I'm choosing to keep it personal. But this one I'm putting out there because I think their customer service is above and beyond. So if you are still on the fence, don't be on the fence. Go and get this front bracket, either the one on the bottom lip or the one on the front middle of the car, whichever one you prefer. I think it's awesome. Go get it. And we're gonna go into our next and final little thing. It is gonna be me driving, and we're gonna talk about this wheel situation. And that's where the video will take off and then end right after. Look at that. Okay, so I lied. We're not rushing into the driving video because I gotta show you this part. So I took the bracket off, and basically this is what was in there. Basically what you're going to be doing is, there's a little nut you can see right there. You're just going to loosen this nut here, and what you're going to do is take the supplied piece, you're going to put that on, and then you're going to be putting it back where it should be. Now, it's hard to do this from behind the camera because I'm not that smart, I guess. So, I'm going to come back in a second when this is on. Alright, so there's really nothing to this. You just basically tighten that little tiny bolt. That's extremely hard to, oh, there we go. Wow, camera, good job, buddy. You just tighten this little bolt, keep that washer there, and everything still works. And now we've got this black piece with a little pin, and it's less conspicuous. So let's see what it looks like on the car. So it's much better. All you can see is a tiny little silver washer, which I may or may not replace because it doesn't really bother me that much. But that pin, the pull pin, much better. It's much better. And I'm trying to hold this without my tripod. I'll show that it still works. You're just gonna get it started. Right? Get a little angle here. Once it's started and you pull it a little bit, hooked in. Beautiful. Same beautiful gap, and the pin, you pull it. Once you pull the pin, you pull that out and it comes out. It's nice. I'm a fan. My car's got bugs on it, dirty. From a distance you could tell it's much better. Definitely a little bit more stealthy. I approve. Alright people, I'm hoping that the audio is going to be decent. I'll try to talk a little louder than usual. Who knows? My voice usually is loud. I don't know. But let's try to talk. I'm going to try to keep on topic here. I might do little edits here because, I get scatterbrained. I'm doing it right now. So let's discuss the wheel situation. I posted a video a while back talking about damage that happened to my wheels. Quick backstory. I live in New Jersey, and by the time I found out about the Charger and the Scat Pack, the SRTs, that type of vehicle with that body style, they were out for a little while, especially the B5 Blue. So when I went to a couple different dealerships, I knew in the back of my mind I wanted one color. I posted in a different time that I was obsessed with that B5 Blue color. That was the color I wanted. So I decided, okay, I want that color. That's the reason I want this car. Okay? So I went to the dealerships, and we could not find this color anywhere with the options I wanted, mind you. I mean, obviously this color was around, but they were basic cars with totally cloth seats and stock wheels and no navigation, no whatever. Nothing good, okay? So I just didn't want it. I wanted my car to be loaded. Finally, I took it upon myself because my dealership was not helping me, and I went and I found this particular car in Virginia. So me and my fiance, we sat, we discussed it. It was Memorial Day weekend coming up, so we were like, all right. I called the dealership. Nobody took claim of this car. So what I ended up doing was putting a deposit basically over the phone with my credit card, and I said, I want that vehicle. This is sight unseen basically, I want that vehicle. I saw pictures. They sent me more pictures, and they told me it's been in the showroom. It was on the showroom floor. It wasn't even outside, so I was happy about that too. Wow, his headlights were bright as shit. So I said, okay, I want that. So this is where shit started to get a little weird. So we drove with my Mustang at the time. I was going to just trade that in. I didn't want it anymore. I wasn't happy with it. So we were going to trade that in. So we drove 10 hours. 7-hour trip, mind you. Took 10 hours because Memorial Day weekend. Whatever. So we went down there. By the time we actually got down to Virginia, it was pretty damn late. We stayed at a hotel. The next morning, we went to the dealership almost as soon as it opened. We did a ton of paperwork. I was watching the car. Everything was fine, but you don't really truly inspect every single thing. I should have. In hindsight now, I will never do this again, but I should have went OCD like crazy on this car, but I was just so tired. I wanted to get on the road. I knew we had a long drive ahead. I checked the major things, like the body. I checked for dents. I checked for scratches. I checked for everything. Obviously, the small paint defects that everybody's experiencing, that would have been much more difficult to pick up. So I didn't see all those, and the major thing was the wheel scratches. I didn't see them. I didn't even think to see them. I didn't think, and all the time I've bought cars, I didn't ever have a problem like this. Never. So basically I went and I said, okay, this is great. As soon as I got back from the dealership, I noticed it within a day. I was talking to a friend of mine. He said basically call Dodge Chrysler customer service and tell them about it and see if they can help you. So to Dodge's credit, I did call them up immediately. Immediately I was met with a pretty good customer service. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're customer service people. They're working hard. Everything's fine. They're good people. So they gave me a case number. They did everything that they were supposed to do. So now I was set up. I had a case. Things were good. So let's start talking about what the problem is, okay? When you buy a car So the state that you live in, these dealerships don't want anything to do with you. They say, oh, we can't help you. You bought this car at a state, this isn't our problem. Then Dodge is telling me, okay, well, this isn't a warranty issue, so we can't help you. Finally, I get in touch with a service advisor in Dodge Chrysler that actually had a brain. I spoke with him. Now, mind you, this is about a month after. This is how long things were taking. I spoke with him. He basically agreed that this is unacceptable. When you spend that kind of money on a vehicle, you shouldn't have to deal with marks and scratches and everything. It's a brand new car. I've never touched the wheels. I never took the wheels off the car. Why should I have to deal with this, essentially? So the guy I was dealing with told me, basically, I'm going to take care of it. What Dodge is going to do is you find a dealership, you explain to the dealership the situation. He told me specifically, don't tell the dealership you bought this from out of state. Don't tell them anything. Just tell them that you have scratches on the wheels. Let them take some pictures and they're going to send it in for photo proof or whatever. That's fine. And then Dodge will handle this as a non-warranty issue, right? And that they were just going to fix this as a courtesy to me for buying a car and for it being brand new, and it's not supposed to have marks and defects like this. I was elated. I was super excited. I said, this is great. I'm going to get 4 brand new wheels. Basically, that was the decision that was come to. What do we do here? No turn on red, nothing. I don't see nothing. I hope I'm not pulling a douche. So basically, I was told I was going to get 4 brand new wheels. I went to a couple dealerships and I've got completely declined. That's where the fun started. I started getting completely declined for service. Nobody wanted to help me, and you know, that's where the trend continued there. So essentially what happened, wow, I was almost a car accident there. Essentially what happened is I finally found a dealership that finally would even consider listening to my story. I talked to him, I told him my story, and he kind of was hesitant right after he found out that it was from another dealer. They all, by the way, told me that this was prep, quote-unquote prep. I don't know what that means, but they all told me that this was from prep, meaning somebody was probably putting these wheels on because they're not the stock wheels it came with or whatever, I don't know. And it's like rotational marks. Now I'm going to put some pictures in here of each wheel. I've documented each wheel, so you could see the marks. This isn't just, you know, a bunch of bullshit, and it's not that serious, mind you, but this is annoying. I have OCD. I clean this car. I'm always looking at the wheels. I'm going to notice this every time now until these wheels are gone, which that's what's going to end up having to happen. I'm going to have to get new wheels, different ones, better ones, but anyway. So, you know, the service advisor was basically kind of trying to blow me off. I told him, multiple dealers told me that this was the other dealer. They agreed. So I have to say, you know, like, I'm going to start going on all the blogs and posting on forums. I ain't got time for that crap, but I told him that. And I basically told him that, you know, this is crazy, that a lot of people are waiting to find out what's going to happen with this. And then I also threw the thing out saying, you know, my fiance's lease is coming up, which it is, and we were looking at a Durango or something, which we were. So, you know, I'm looking for a dealership. I need to find my new dealership. I live up here. I don't live down there. So they agreed to take pictures, and they were working with me for a little bit. Then I don't know what happened. Their service advisor kind of flaked out on me, and he kind of stopped answering phone calls. The case managers were not able to get in touch with him. This is the dumbest left turn I've ever seen. What the fucking hell is going on here? So, yo, this is so stupid. Nice, lady. Nice. Go get yourself smacked up. Now here's where things started getting annoying. What ended up happening is I started constantly calling them, and after a while of being bullshitted around by both parties, I finally got in touch with the original case manager. His name was Khalifa, I believe, and he was really cool. I don't know what happened to him, you know, but he was originally telling me, okay, everything's gonna be fine. Here's what you have to do. Just get them to send the pictures. So I got them to send the pictures. The dealership sent the pictures. He agreed, we're going to take care of this. He said the last step he needed was to have the dealership submit to him what their recommendation was. He basically said that whatever the dealer recommended is what we were going to go with, as far as, you know, if it's repairable or if it's something that we need to replace. Now, I was told by my the service advisor at the dealership I went to that if he tries to repaint it or repair it, because they're matte and metallic, it might not look good. And, you know, again, with the whole OCD thing, I don't want to have repainted wheels on a brand new car. That's silly. I didn't cause this damage. So Dodge basically said, all right, let them send it in. They sent it in, and I know exactly what he did. I was with him when he said it. He submitted a form, and it said, this is how much the 4 wheels will cost, plus mounting, balancing, labor, or blah, blah, blah. All that stuff, right? So he sent everything in. Then I get a call about 5 days later from the case manager at Dodge Chrysler. He tells me they submitted it wrong. They submitted it as a warranty thing. First of all, he never told me how they were supposed to submit it. So then right after I got off the phone with him, the actual dealership called me. And he told me flat out it got declined by Dodge. So now I'm confused. I'm like, okay, Dodge just told me they're going to fix this. Now, mind you, this is a couple months ago that part happened. For the next couple months, I got bullshitted. And Khalifa disappeared. My original case manager disappeared. He was gone. Out of nowhere, I would get, I don't know if anybody else has experience with Dodge for whatever reason. Out of nowhere, I was getting these emails that were saying, you know, there's an email right there. They were saying case manager, blah, blah, blah. It tells you your case number, tells you your VIN number, and it tells you a little story, right? Stupid story with no happy ending whatsoever. But every single time I was getting an email, it was from a different person. It was never Khalifa, never again. I never once got another email from him ever again. I just continuously was getting emails from different people. So every time I was getting these emails, it was from somebody that I didn't speak with to begin with, someone that I had to try to basically explain everything from scratch and figure out what was going on and try to let them know what was happening, which was so annoying. You know, you sit there and you spend time. I put effort into getting a relationship with this guy. We talked for a while, actually. Everything was fine. He was good. He knew what I needed. He told me he was going to be able to fix it. And then out of nowhere, he's gone. So that was so confusing. Really, honestly confusing. So basically what ended up happening is that. Now I've got a bunch of people messaging me that I don't know. And like I said, if anybody had any experience with these emails in the past, I don't know where we're going, but it looks like a ghetto. And here we go. Here's a douche. Yep. Stupid, bro. What are you doing? Okay. Anyway. So anybody that has experience with these emails, on the bottom of the email it says, okay, click this link to reply to this email. When you click the link, no way. You don't reply to anything. It takes you to like Dodge's website, and that's it. There's nothing there to reply to. So, complete waste, complete stupid. Nothing of importance, right? Okay, so every couple days after, I was not only getting all of these emails, but every couple days, I was getting phone calls now from people that I don't know. All new people, all new phone calls going, hey, so this happened. Basically, I just wanted to give you an update. This is the way it always was. Sir, I just wanted to give you an update on your case, right? So I listened to it, and it's always the same thing. Always the same thing. I tried to get in touch with your service advisor at the dealership, but I couldn't reach him. I just wanted to let you know we are still working on it, right? Now, this was after I was told Dodge declined it. So, what are you still working on, is my question. They did this back and forth. I don't want to drag this out too much, but, you know, it's worth mentioning. They did this so many times with so many people. I got into arguments with a couple different dudes, screaming at them, because they give you that condescending crap. Oh, I understand how you feel. No, bro, you do not understand how I feel. You don't know what it's like. You tell me when you go and buy a, you know, close to $50,000 car and it has scratches on it from someone else doing it, you tell me then that you understand how I feel. Then we'll be on the same ballpark here. So I don't know. I was starting to get a little bit salty with that. I was getting, what are those headlights on a Civic? A light bar. That's great. I hope he's going on the road I'm going on. I want to see what that looks like. So I was getting pissed, and nothing was getting done. Finally, I basically had to tell them, listen, put me down as this case is closed. Stop calling me. Stop bothering me. I don't want to hear about this nonsense anymore. Nothing got done. Nothing got done. My car didn't get fixed. The wheels weren't taken care of. The dealership dropped the ball. They don't want to help me. Nobody wants to help me. Dodge and Chrysler certainly don't want to help me. They basically bullshitted me for a couple months, and that's fine. That's fine. Let them do what they got to do. But they're not going to help me. They basically flat out told me, this is declined. Dodge is not going to fix this. They didn't do this. And then I contacted my original dealership in the off chance that, yeah, maybe they'll fix it. No. They said, that wasn't us. That wasn't done during prep. I can assure you that during prep, all we do is we take tire pressure measurements and stuff like that. Now, I'm not familiar with dealerships. I don't know what is involved with what. I don't know where these scratches happened. All I know is I didn't do them. They're on all four wheels, as I've put in the pictures. So, what? Why? Why am I stuck? Why am I in the hook for this? Is my question. I don't understand. Maybe I'm overreacting because the scratches aren't that serious. But at the end of the day, this is my property. I really love this car. I plan on keeping this car for a while. I want to take care of this car. And when there's stuff done to your car that you didn't do, I mean, if I did it, by all means, I'm the dickhead. That's fine. And I'll fix it on my own. I would never try to point the finger at somebody and say, oh, you did this, when they didn't. I would never do that. So when somebody doesn't own up to causing damage on the car, obviously, how would we find out who did it? But Dodge should have fixed these wheels, at the very least, given me some money toward it. They just basically said, in their own ways, that's it. Go away. So, that's my little update. I just wanted to let you know what's going on. The wheels will not be fixed. And, it's fine. I'm going to end up using these as winter wheels, which is fine with me. No big deal. So, that's basically it. That's the update. To summarize, I got bullshitted for months. I was told numerous times on recorded lines, apparently. They always got to make sure they tell you, oh, it's recorded lines. I was told numerous times that my car is going to be taken care of, that my issue matters, oh, blah, 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 all this freaking bullshit. And at the end of the day, I don't feel like they give a shit. Just like when I had that Mustang, Ford didn't want to give any customer service. Now watch, mind you, I'm doing 60 right here. Look at the left of me. Watch this dick. Doing 60 miles an hour. He's in a Jeep with a handicap license plate, flying like that. Nice. Look at that. Nice. Big rush, bro. Have a nice day. It pisses me off that, it's fine. All Dodge had to do in the beginning was say, we're not going to fix this, that's it. The fact that they made me waste months going back and forth with them, going to the dealer at different times, different dealers, mind you. I feel like, why are you jerking me around? Just tell me that you're not going to fix it. There's nothing you can do. That's fine. You know what, though? Put right down in the comment section. Let me know. Like, am I wrong that I'm feeling a certain type of way about this? Like, a no is a no, that's fine. But when you tell me, yes, I'm going to fix it, and you make me wait months, and then I got to go back and forth with phone calls. Now, they're calling me while I'm at work. I've got a busy job. I'm one of the people that manages the whole thing. Taking me away from my customers and my phone calls to talk to you is annoying, especially when it doesn't help me. Am I wrong? Just write down in the comments. Let me know. Do I have like a leg to stand on here? Like, obviously the damage is there. You don't have to take my word for everything that happened. You could think it's biased. That's fine. I'm a pretty damn honest guy. The name honest is in my name, for crying out loud. But you can let me know what's your opinion on this situation. Am I wrong? Like, am I wrong that somebody told me, we're going to fix this, we're going to take care of this, we're going to fix this not as a warranty issue, but we're going to take care of this because of your specific situation, that you bought a car from a dealership that was 10 hours away, it's got damaged, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it wasn't like they said no. They told me yes, and then all of a sudden, my car's not fixed. My car is not